one.
Alright, welcome to the latest Concerts to Consoles, where we're honking the horn over the music here, but not to the beat. We've got old-fashioned assassin here, definitely the best mustaches in music, right? He usually has a little more of a handlebar over here. We got Kyle, we got Mike, and we got Derek. And if you can't tell, that noise is Diddy Kong Racing's horn.
It needs more horn.
And I'm going to go with Banjo this time.
I don't know if her name is Pixie or Trixie, some sort of Pixie.
Trixie? That was Trixie Kong, right? From the Donkey Kong Country
2? No, that was like their cousin. Who
The
replaced.
hair, she can fly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And let's see, housekeeping, of course, if you're going to support, be sure to favorite, like, subscribe on Twitch, podcast services, YouTube, wherever you're watching or listening. And you can always support if you want to throw me a little bit of money. Patreon.com/EveryShowJoe. So that always helps. It helps even replace broken controllers, like that side effect of my childhood.
No, Mike broke this one. It's okay.
That was from the horn.
Yeah. All the hoarding.
So we're gonna try some multiplayer. You didn't figure out where the Dragon Forest is. Or does that look like the same stuff that we raced before?
Ooh, logs.
We can find. Do we want to just start at the beginning and do Ancient Lake and
Yeah.
Yeah.
try our luck?
Ancient.
Now we can change up for our vehicles, so it's up to you what you want to play as. One of the things over Mario Kart that Diddy Kong did was do 3 different types of vehicles on top of doing a weird platforming Mario.
I don't feel like I'm ready to fly yet.
Yeah. Yeah, we're just gonna do car.
I went hover, but everyone else is.
I'm gonna beat all of you with every vehicle.
So,
Well, I got like a good start.
so I always try to think of the first time I saw you guys. I'm pretty sure it was a Brolo show. Then I have Ben Barnes to thank for finding you guys. As always seems to be the case with anything like heavier.
I feel like I have a Ben Barnes to thank for a lot of things.
Yeah.
I mean, Derek, you've been part of their skits for a while at Brolo.
Yeah.
And I know Mike, I think, have you all been participants in that at some point?
Yeah. I was Uncle Slam last year.
Oh God, and I love that. And we are trying, I gotta get back with Ben. We had them scheduled, they will be on at some point. They kind of want to do a Brolo episode, which means alcohol, which means we might have to have a different venue.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
How did I
But-
get 4th place?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was like, I mean, that's how I saw other bands like New Year, and Ben has a like heavier taste of music,
Yeah, he does.
but it's always good. I mean, other than you guys. But no, you guys are like more like heavy metal-ish, like more. You have a man. The word is escaping me as I'm looking at times.
4th
Melody.
place.
You have more of a melody and rock
Did
to it.
not finish.
Yeah, we've been called the,
Wait, how did
the
you
Riff
rock it?
Masters, the
Oh, yeah, we
Riff
did.
Rock.
Riff Rock. We definitely have
What's
Ben to
this?
thank for not changing the name like 4 years ago.
Oh yeah.
Wait,
we almost
really?
wanted to call it Tides of Failure.
And then Ben pulled us around the corner and we went and smoked a joint with him.
So that's another thing we
Convinced
have
us.
Ben to thank for.
Tides of failure. So wait, let's go back to the beginning then. So how did the band start, and how did the first name come about?
Oh,
I mean, the history of the band is almost too long.
it starts with them two over there.
In high school, like 15, 14, I don't know.
How old is the band then?
Technically,
Like over
2003.
13 years, 14
Oh,
years.
shit. Okay.
Just like on and off, and
but never to this caliber before.
yeah, we like to think of us as the as a new entity for like the last 4 years now, and
It used to be more like
Oh,
heavy
so that's-
metal stuff.
So that's timed with you thinking about a name change.
right.
Yeah, so when we were kind
Oh yeah, we gotta. Oh my god. I'm
Oh,
gonna
it's
fail
really
at
hard.
this so horribly.
Well, Mike and I reconnected with
Oh,
Derek
God.
in like 2000.
break.
Is there a reverse?
12, 13.
B
Yeah,
is your reverse and break. I'm just resetting myself.
And the three of us were in another band for like a hot minute. And then that didn't work out in the long run. And me and Mike were just trying so hard to come up with a new name. Then we kind of just settled back on OFA.
That was so ridiculous.
We were like, no
so
one's
fucking ridiculous. Like,
no one's
one
gonna
liked
remember.
any of the names. We all hated every name that we all suggested.
just for months, it was just like
Text messages back and forth.
names, and more names.
Awful names.
To where they don't even mean anything anymore. You're just like, how does this sound? You know, and
I mean, some bands these days actually do a Google search and just come up with words that
what the
doesn't bring up anything.
That's something I really like about our name is it's super Google friendly. You don't Google old-fashioned assassin and find like Tupperware or like
The fashion assassin.
Yeah, a list of other things.
From Conan. Oh, who the hell is that?
I can't be laughing. I'm still struggling.
It's because I'm laughing.
Oh, someone left a gas cloud?
Oh, that was me.
It's a font.
That's symbolic. So
It's so hard on
No!
Well, how did I do
you said
that?
Tides of Failure, so that was one you thought sounded good at some point.
There,
That
There
was an old song from the old era
Oh,
of
okay.
old-fashioned
So it's
assassin.
kind of a naming after it.
Back in the day, we had like
You could be the new Field Day.
we had like 5 or 6, maybe 7 songs that never were like, some of them got recorded even through Joe, but were never pressed or made into like an official release or CD or anything. And we just never got there. And then
I feel like it was the night the
Love
road,
it.
the last weekend of the road, when the road was closing.
Oh man.
We there was a Burloaf show.
Yes.
We were on that, and there's actually 2 different flyers. One that says Tides of Failure, and then one that we decided we're not gonna call it.
Oh, that wasn't the last week. It was like Ben's birthday show.
Oh, that was
yeah.
I was thinking
That was what ended up becoming
That
the
was
Monsters' first show.
Yeah, yeah.
I was gonna say that wasn't 4 years ago. That was last year at the road.
So yeah, I guess.
We're just keep going.
Yeah. Well, this one has paths for the planes too. I'm just kidding.
Is there like a napalm hack I can do for this one?
I mean, it's just getting your skills down using the R button for your drifting. And
So
your
just
shredding.
like we've recycled our name a number of times, we're also recycling the name Tides of Failure. That's going to be the name of the new album. It should be out sometime this year.
Sometime this year. Within the year. Oh, who did that?
Me. Like out a homing missile. Oh god, now I'm bouncing around.
Oh my. Okay. Dude.
What happened? What'd I miss?
I've spent more time in the water than on the road. I should have did the plane on this one.
Yeah, you really effed up. Oh,
But that's the thing. If you're a hoverboat,
You can.
hovercraft.
Oh, you can go across the water.
Yeah, without a damage to your speed.
but I feel like when you hit a wall or something in the hovercraft, it's significantly longer to get warmed back up.
Yes.
I got caught
It
on
kind
that.
of kills momentum. Yes.
You guys messed up by not taking the plane.
Apparently. Oh my god, I just stopped paying attention for a second and went in the water.
Is this a ramp?
I
Up,
keep
there
doing
we go.
this.
So this game was made when Banjo-Kazooie was in development. And Conquer, but Conquer was just
96.
super cute.
That was like 9.
Oh, that wasn't even the first place person. Sorry. I hit someone with a missile. But I was like, I'm gonna get first.
Who's the crocodile?
Me.
Oh, watch that oil slick.
So, was Old Fashioned then your first band together,
Yeah.
given the time that we're putting into place?
Yeah.
And have you played with anything else? I know Kyle has.
Yeah.
Kyle's played with like so many punk bands.
He's a promiscuous musician, and by that, he's just been in a lot of bands.
Yeah.
He's a little drummer for hire, drum skank for the punk
Is it
community.
for hire, I guess you technically do get paid.
Yeah, so
Is
you
that
were just a
just-
little skink.
Did you take over after Maddie passed in Me Might Be Wasted?
Yeah, so I joined them in like 2016, and then
I'm
I
going
did that for like
plans.
two.
Oh,
like
we
two-
can't do.
2 years.
There's lava. You can't drive on lava.
Apparently you can, because the hoverboat is selectable.
Somehow it just doesn't work.
Alright, it's my first time flying. Be gentle.
Oh, we're like Delta. We'll throw
I
it
don't know
around.
where to go.
Oh,
Ow.
Where's that Frontier? Which one has the worst
Whoa.
reputation?
it's
Which one?
United.
Which
I
one?
know.
okay.
Which one dragged
Delta's
the
pretty bad,
doctor
too.
off
Oh god.
within the last year?
That wasn't that Delta?
I mean, there's so many incidences.
United's the one that they like ripped that guy off the plane, and
Yeah, that guy.
they lost my wife's itinerary, and we were stranded in LAX for a fucking day,
How
and
do
had
you
to
lose
spend the night
someone's
there.
itinerary?
I have no idea.
Very careful.
Isn't everything computer like?
Well, we got on
Sounds like
the
a
plane.
Seinfeld
We were
episode.
going to Seattle, and we had a layover at LAX, and yeah, we got on the plane. We're ready to go, and up comes this guy, and he's like, "You're in my seat." He's talking to my wife. She pulls out her ticket, and they both have the exact same information, but.
Oh my god.
Which was a little weird,
They
and,
double booked.
she bought the tickets like through her account, so like
Yeah.
my seat was fine. I mean, I wasn't just
What-
about to go. And
What made him trump her then?
I have no idea.
What made them decide that she was the one that
Because
needed
you were
to get
already
out?
on the flight with her.
It just didn't make any sense. Oh yeah, well that's what trumped was like, they're like, yeah, your itinerary doesn't exist, and it was just like
Swell.
so fucked over. And it was right after that guy got snatched off the plane at United, and it was just like we were like, let's just get off the plane, and
Like,
we got to
it's
use.
all, I mean, granted, their systems are still old, but they're still computers, and they should have just data.
Kyle, when you brake, are you using the B button or the R?
I don't break.
R button.
Break
I've been
for
using R button.
nothing.
I figured out.
Oh yeah!
Oh, son of a bitch! He just passed me on the end there.
I've yet to even finish a race.
Oh no. We'll just play
But I
single player. He's
figured
gonna
out-
play all the single player.
If you double tap R, you do like a
Barrel roll.
barrel roll.
Go barrel roll!
Everyone knows this. And that started on the N64 also. N64 trivia.
That's what we should have done. We should have done like Team Star Fox. But no one.
Because you could fight each other
And that is like
Yes.
too, right?
No one wants
It's
to be
basically
Slippy,
4-player deathmatching.
Well,
You can only do hover, apparently.
I'm not a fan of this one.
This is gonna be bad.
We're gonna see how much you can remember if you played it before. They all have weird shortcuts
It's
and
been
stuff.
about 20 years.
Oh god.
Oh, I hate this thing. I'm following you
I
guys.
thought it was that way.
I don't know where to go.
So wait, so Kyle, what was your first band then?
Oh, where have I gone?
I'm
son
following
of a
you,
bitch.
dude.
Don't follow me.
Uh,
My first band outside of what ended up becoming OFA.
what was
That would probably be the Galoshes. Funny
it?
enough.
And they're still performing.
Yeah, we have a couple shows coming up.
And I just
Um,
saw
and
it. You guys are on. God, what is that show?
We're playing Pat's birthday.
That's what it was.
We're doing an exploited set, and then we're doing some other show.
He actually brought you up as an example of why tribute sets are still cool. We were discussing the business and how the band itself, about the punk rock bowling set.
Yeah,
was
I've
just
heard
like,
about that.
we're not related to this, but we do encourage you to go still watch it.
Right.
It was just like, oh, okay.
Whoa, the actual business commented about it?
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
a post on their social
Like,
media.
it wasn't like negative or anything. They were just like, just letting you know this isn't us.
Yeah,
But
but-
by all means, go enjoy it.
They're setting expectations.
Um,
Well, that's
But-
cool though.
I think outside of the Galoshes, first like original band that I joined was when we started Whiskey in the Barrels back. It was like 2000.
You guys used to do the Lost Boys
13 or
cover
14.
band thing too.
Oh yeah, me, Mike, and Fro, our departed friend, did a little cover band thing. Did like 3 times.
Man, who keeps... Oh, did you finish?
Holy
I got
shit!
first place.
Whoa!
You wait, how are you shocked? He's like, I'm in first. He finished, and not only did he finish, he got first and didn't realize it.
Zoned in.
But, have you guys, on top of old fashioned, you've been, I know you've done some Halloween, actually all you've done some Halloween stuff for the Halloween show.
I think outside of old fashioned, I've done pretty much nothing.
It's been strictly old fashioned.
Except Lemmy.
Yeah, and I mean the Halloween stuff.
Wait, did I just like the same thing? Or no, it's a different course. It looks similar.
Me, Mike, Joey, and Mike Wasted. We've done Motorhead, the Beastie Boys last year.
That's right, that was phenomenal.
That was so fun. That was probably the
I
funnest
think we're
show
gonna
I've
do it
ever
again
played
this
in my
year.
life.
And then Derek joined me, Nick, and Dane.
And I appreciated the, like, you changed dress attire on the fly with the Beastie Boys set.
Then the practices, like when we first started, were so awkward.
I'd say they were pretty awkward even leading up to the,
I
to the
felt-
week of. We were all pretty embarrassed.
The
Just
week
like,
of,
what
man, I
was-
felt like I'm MCA, dude. Fuck this.
Oh, there was still a war for who's who?
No, no.
Just,
Oh, crap, I
just
just
trying to
went
vibe
over.
into the character
Ah,
for the evening. It was
you
definitely
just
out
keep
of all,
watching Paul's Boutique.
out of all of our comfort zone for sure.
Okay. Okay.
What?
I
Is
got
that
know.
conversation or racing related?
I already know. I've doing this.
Racing related.
I was like, it could be either.
Well, I got oil spilled, and then the oil spill that I shot, I just
You ran over your own?
Yeah, I took that too. And there's another one.
Man,
Oh yeah, third place.
this game is still actually holds up pretty well. Other than there's no music with multiplayer. It's so weird.
They want you to hear.
See,
your-
this level was like pretty easy, not crazy hard.
Well, I remember the other thing was when Wave Race
Ow!
64 came out, and they were super proud of like the water stuff. And then
Wave
they
race?
have- yeah.
Yeah, I remember
And then
that.
so they have water stuff in here. And more proof of concept. Now everything has decent water. It doesn't matter.
Oh my
Oh!
god. I'm fucking stuck, dude.
Yeah.
You're doing better.
That's what you get for being the turtle.
Yeah.
The turtle. Just protect yourself.
I've never been in first place.
Never will be.
So these.
Sweet car.
Oh, back to the car.
Cars?
Who's taking? Are you
I
the
did
only
hover.
one? The hovercraft?
It's good cost measure if I go into the water.
That's true.
So, over the path of that. Wait, so what was your first Halloween show performance then?
Black Sabbath, the
Black
first year.
Sabbath, the band, yeah.
We
That
hope we were the
That was
first.
so
We were
bad.
supposed to be the Misfits, but then
We were
somebody
the first band.
double booked us with. They let the PB Casualties on.
And now they forever seem to be doing that.
Yeah.
Naturally. So then we but it was like 2 weeks beforehand, so we're just like, do Black Sabbath.
Somebody was telling me about the Halloween show, and this last one, because they went, and I was talking to them about it, and they were like, yeah, dude, I heard about the Beastie Boys. It was like legendary. Like, everybody was talking about it.
Yes.
And then I saw PB Casualties do the Misfits, and I was like, didn't they do that last year?
They did.
They switch it up. They put in like some Danzig stuff every now and then.
So wait, are they going to cover Elvis in the new one? Oh, you didn't see that.
With the
Danzig announced he's doing Elvis covers.
Really?
Oh, it's punk rock Elvis, heavy metal Elvis, or whatever they call him.
at Psychofest.
Really?
No.
What?
I heard a Psychofest
He's coming back.
radio ad here on KUPD.
That's what happens when Live Nation owns you. You can get that kind of.
When you have to go in reverse on one of these races, you know you're fucked.
Yeah.
I know, I stopped looking at other people's screens because I would then screw up myself.
We've got so many rockets.
Oh, you
I
got,
had
you
10
got the
and then
10
I
pack.
hit a balloon that took them all away.
That's the only stupid thing. That whatever your power up is gets overwritten by whatever balloon you hit. So you have to use them before you hit that balloon or try to avoid hitting the balloons.
Bullshit.
Whoa.
Oh god, I just lost it. Damn it. What is...
I'm in third place with nothing to shoot. Get over here, guys.
I'm like way behind, so you don't have to worry about me catching up.
So then this probably leads into what are some of your favorite or inspiring musicians and bands? Is it the Sabbath? Is it?
Yeah, it's always been
Yeah, you know, the ones who's on the ship there.
me. You can go
He was
up
the
there,
one commenting
but
about, and then you drop down. There should be a hole somewhere.
Yeah, there's like hidden stuff. Yeah. I'd say like the big ones are. We all have our different ones, but you know, Maiden and Sabbath. Ooh, back to the plane.
He really likes the plane.
Need to crush all of them.
I think we have a wide range of influences, and it maybe it more so differs from time to time as far as musically.
because me and Mike have been playing together on and off or whatever since we were 15, like we kind of have our own style. Like
Which is what the best musicians do. Is
Like
they take their
we-
favorites and they meld it to their own.
we try to like write more riffs that sound like
That's the end of
that
May.
weird thing that we started doing. I don't know.
You son of a bitch.
Can you die in this game? 'Cause I think
No,
I
you just can
died.
get. It's not F-Zero, so you at least are safe
Okay.
from dying.
Well, pretty much ruined this whole track for myself.
Why? Oh, flying.
Yeah, I couldn't get through that first tunnel there.
Oh no.
Yeah, I
Oh
was-
crap. And I started looking at other people's screens again.
Damn it, Joe.
That moss
There's
is
no
really-
reset either, so I just have to navigate myself back.
Oh my gosh, can people see how bad I'm doing?
Yes.
Yes, yes, I can.
Everybody.
Well, when it
That is specifically what they're tuned in for.
when the turtle's in first place, yeah, you guys are fucking sucking.
No. I'm like,
When we all started hanging out with so there was a point when all of OFA, like the original OFA plus me and Rotten Youth all worked at Wendys together when we were in high school.
Oh man.
And when we met Nick and Jesse and Aaron, Greg, and Jordan, I was already kind of getting into the punk stuff, but they converted these guys, and it was a long running joke for a while. It was like everyone in OFA was listening to like GBH and Coxfire, and everyone in Rotten Youth was just listening to Iron Maiden and Megadeth. Yeah.
I mean, you guys do seem to have the hair metal. Well, Mike doesn't. Everyone else has longer hair.
I can't grow hair anymore.
Yeah, mine's falling out.
and whenever we both played shows together, it would be like 8 people trying to request the same night off
Oh my god.
from Wendys.
So then, any fun stories of Wendy's that you can talk about?
There's a lot that we can't talk about.
There was that one time we had that, I'll use it loosely, but
Excuse me.
we had that Rager, and we were, and
At the store?
no, not at the store, at Nick's
Nick's
house,
at
which is
Rotten House.
literally right around the corner.
That's what you have.
So it's
And
all of OFA, all of Rotten Youth.
We all were drunk as shit, drinking Old English,
Oh gosh.
and the next morning Wendy's had a meeting, like a
Staff
morning
meeting.
staff meeting, and we were all hungover, probably still drunk, and all of us stumbled in there late,
Out of one car, I assume.
like 8 people.
And they all applauded us.
Dude,
It's like, you
I
think
do
we're
remember
embarrassed,
that
but we're
now.
just soaking this up and eating all the food that you bought for us. And we're going to go back to the house and drink.
there was one time my bike
Yeah.
got stolen.
What?
From
Like-
Wendy's?
Yeah, and that
Oh.
sucked. It really got stolen, and back then,
Just gone.
that was our transportation. Like a lot of us had bikes, and that's how we got everywhere.
Are we talking motorcycles or are we talking?
No, we're talking about
Bicycles.
bicycles. This
Okay.
was,
I had my Honda. We were mobbing around in.
but come to find out, what's that one dude's name? That
Cody?
No, no,
Greg, is he still alive?
that big white dude.
Kenny from New York.
No, not Kenny. He stole the fucking bike though, and then he stashed it at Nick's house. So I went to Nick's and I saw my bike there.
Who was it? Was this like what band was he in? Or was
He wasn't in a band. He was like one of those like white gangster dudes that like hung around the house.
Oh, Kevin?
Kevin.
Yeah, I remember
Yeah.
that guy.
That fucking guy had stole my bike and then
What's
stashed
up,
it
Mike?
at Nick's.
Check out my bike outside.
Is it a Huffy or a Win? Schwinn.
I don't remember.
That's hilarious. Yeah, I remember that guy.
And it wasn't a prank. He was being an actual asshole.
Yeah, he was well, like he. I don't think he would have stole it if he
If he
knew
knew
it was
it was yours.
mine, but like it was just go figure. I've never had my bike stolen before, and the only time it was by somebody I knew.
Don't they say that's usually the case when you also have break-ins and robberies? It's usually people you know,
Yeah.
or at least they're aware of you. Holy
Yeah.
Oh! Who stole that from
fuck! I
me?
did.
That's why
After I just
I shot you out of the air.
I learned this the hard.
like tumbled with whatever 10 missiles that hit me.
Yeah.
One day I posted like, "Hey, I'm in the studio all day recording," and I got broken into that day. And my first guitars were stolen.
And that's part of my fear when I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm very public on where I'm
I
at.
know. That's
I'm trying to keep where I specifically live to myself.
it's like, hey, I'll be stuck in the studio all day from 9 to 6.
Oh,
So-
perfect.
So anyone that knows me
I'll
and
head
knows
over
where
about
I,
4:30. Grab that shit.
anyone that knows me and knows where I live, that means I trust you. Until otherwise known. What do I want to
You know,
do?
when we worked at Wendy's, we
Uh-oh.
were all pretty rowdy.
Yeah.
Is there any tales of food I should never eat again at Wendy's?
The chili, dude.
I love the chili. I still eat the chili.
They use all the meat, like all the burned burgers
That
Yeah.
sits on the thing too long.
and all
Yeah.
the fucked up ones, and they just chop
They
it
just-
up, and put it back in the chili.
If it
Oh
sits
my
there
God.
cooking too long, they stick it in this
No.
drawer, and at the end of the day,
The grease drawer.
you chop it
Yeah,
all
the
up
grease drawer.
and you spray it off with hot water to get all the grease out of it.
Now, my personal favorite Wendy's story is of Derek.
Delicious.
One day,
Well,
a bunch
someone
of
tried to
bunch
crush
of
it.
customers were complaining about an awful smell coming from the women's room, and as you can imagine, there was lots of poop everywhere.
Oh my god.
And they were like trying to make us clean it up, and everyone was just kind of like, "Fuck you." And like, "Oh, we'll give you free food," and Derek's like, "I'll do it for a free meal." Cleaned it up, and then like I remember you got like 2 large chilies and dumped them into a salad bowl, and just like disappeared for like an hour and came back and just
Like with salad in it?
no,
Oh,
just
okay.
to fill up the bowl.
Oh, okay.
You were so excited about it. And then when you came back, you're just like, "Hey, too much, you know, I've got a lump in my stomach."
Dude.
And you like lifted your shirt up like over your belly, and there was like a very noticeable
Derek
chili
is
lump.
fucking crazy at Wendy's, dude. Like, he come walking up like randomly with like chicken tenders in his pockets. And there was that time he took all those barrels of monkeys.
And the
All the toys?
Yeah,
I would
the-
take the toys a lot.
We had the monkey
yeah,
barrels.
we all took the toys. Let's be honest here. And then what was the big bag that you got caught red-handed
I
taking?
tried to take a bunch of
Roasted almonds.
roasted almond
like
packs.
a 20-pound bag of
my
roasted
God.
almonds.
Was that just out of being funny, or was
I
that?
don't know.
what
Like
would
I
you
think
do,
my
20
mom was
pounds?
like, "Oh, if
You're
you
doing a
can
lot
grab
of.
a couple of those, like I would like to snack on those at work." And so I just like filled up like a large bag full and
Holy
was trying to walk out with it.
And
Got caught.
Angie caught you.
20
She fucking hated me.
She.
Because I came in pretty much blazed.
All of us did,
Pretty
man.
much. But
Fighting
I was,
to take the trash out so we could go smoke behind the dumpster.
it was like always on my face. And when you had to work the front counter,
Oh yeah.
and like literally customers are like, "Are you high?"
Yes.
I'm like giggling about it.
What of it?
Nowadays it wouldn't be that big of a deal, right?
They'd be like,
Like,
"Yeah,
We were
right."
we were all also like 16, and you know.
Me and Mike worked at a Quiznos together too, and it was the same story. People would just come in and be like, "What do you want?"
This is why Chiba Hut is so successful.
But none of them ever look high.
No, I don't.
They're like, "We don't do that
Ooh.
here."
Right?
Like anytime I'm there, I'm like looking like, who's high here? They all just
You're
look.
trying to identify who's actually eating the munchies.
Yeah.
Where's these planes at?
You do your best to work in the air, don't you?
It's a no fly. So.
Ah! Oh shit.
I like how there's not like a
Oh shit! I just.
light
Don't go in the water.
to tell you to go. It's just like ready, go.
And then yeah, have fun. Survive. Follow the fittest.
This one.
There's no way to aim at these missiles.
You have to get the second upgrade for them to actually work.
Oh, really?
Whoa.
What just happened? Where am I?
This one has a couple different
Paths.
The hover also acts like a bumper car on the walls.
Whoa. Oh god.
Oh, there's so many oil spills.
I'm really bad at this.
Oh, snowball.
You got first. You just didn't
I
know
did
it.
get it.
Holy shiznit.
So nothing horrible. Nothing that's deterring me from going to Wendy's at least.
That was a long time ago.
Yeah, Wendy's is great.
Yeah. I mean, we don't endorse them.
Well, when I worked at
Unless
Games,
they wanted to throw a few dollars
Can-
at
Although it is Wendy's old-fashioned
I mean, I am all-
hamburgers.
Oh! Yeah.
the real origin of old-fashioned Assassin's name.
I think we did make like a mock logo that it was like a Wendy's logo that said old-fashioned assassin in it.
We did. Yeah, we did.
We thought it would be funny.
It was just Mike with a handlebar mustache instead of Wendy.
Dude, we should do that.
Yeah.
The Wendy's logo with you
gonna
as
see-
Wendy and it says old-fashioned
We're gonna
assassin.
cease and desist orders so fast.
It's parody or satire or whatever. You're protected under that. Worst case, you print them on a bunch of shirts and they can't do anything because they're out there now.
I remember, like Nick would bring in his record player. Just be like, you guys don't like Cockspar? You don't know what that is? And then bring it in and just blare Cockspar in the drive-thru all night.
Little break room.
Yeah.
I feel like we played this once.
I think it was in a plane.
Ooh, I got it this time. I got the boost. I know, I've warmed back up to it. But the GameStop I managed for about 3.5 years was near a Wendy's. But at a certain point, everything fried tasted the same to me at a certain point, and I couldn't eat it anymore.
It's still, I still get like flashbacks if I walk into a Wendy's. They all smell the same.
Which GameStop was it?
Greenfield and Baseline.
Oh wow.
Or Juanita, I think it's the actual traffic light. But yeah, because that Wendy's was right there, so you'd be like, oh, you need to take a lunch break. Oh, I'm just going to go right here. Oh no.
Frosties and fries, dude.
That's right. Chili and fries. Apparently, now that I'm learning, it's also some of the burned meat, making me rethink this. But
I still eat it. It was good.
but it does go well with fries also.
Oh yeah.
Oh, was that
Who
you?
was that?
That was somebody who used to be your friend.
I know there's like
And
some.
this is how the band broke up.
Yep.
On live video.
Man, we like to put on a show.
There's like some chef. I can't remember his name. He's but he like fully endorses like a Tago or a Tago or something. But it's from Jack in the Box and it's just egg roll inside of a taco.
Buy the taco and egg roll, open it up,
Yeah.
put the egg roll in it.
Weird. I never thought of that.
I'm gonna try it.
And you hit it with the sweet and sour.
All the horrible
man.
food concoctions we come up with.
There's that time that we got really high
Yes.
and went to Little Caesars and got a pizza.
Yes.
And
And then we went and got a bunch of tacos from Jack in the Box.
Yeah,
And
yep.
chopped up the tacos.
Yep.
And put them on the pizza.
I believe that was
that
in
doesn't sound horrible.
that was on preparation for our first Motorhead set, Halloween set.
That sounds horrible for my body, but that sounds good going in.
Oh, it was
And there
good
was-
going down.
In high
Down
school,
the hat.
I was crashing at Derek's house, and he like busted out this $10 gift card he had to Jack in the Box. So we got all stoned and trying to like sneak out. And my Honda was a 5-speed, so you could like
Oh, shit.
Why?
Man, he got excited.
so you could like push it And we're trying
That's
to,
the good
trying to be sly pushing it away, but my hand slipped on the horn at like 1 in the morning. Sure, we woke up.
Little Caesars.
Lynn and
talking.
Joe.
Man, now you're giving me ideas and make me hungry. Wait, what's the craziest thing you've created then? You seem to be
Oh,
going down this avenue.
That's this guy. He's the food guy.
Well, everyone's done the
This guy is the guy that
The
creates the craziest things.
McDouble where you put the McChicken in it.
The McNasty.
Yeah.
I feel like if I saw you eating that with like just casually sipping like a jar of pickle juice, it'd be like the most Derek moment ever.
A little sippy straw in there.
Worcestershire sauce.
Oof.
Dipping the burger in.
Worcestershire.
Oh shit!
Oh yeah, here we go. You're all fucked now.
What did you say? Hover.
Did you take?
I took over.
All right, Joe.
Oh, I should have. Everyone else is flying.
Lift off.
I can kind of fly.
It's the best.
I'm getting air.
How does the oil stay in the air?
What, does it?
Magic.
Oh, damn it! How do you reverse in a plane, dude?
You slow down and fall. Now I remember why. Now I remember. I did plan on this once. I kept running into walls.
Oh, I'm having a great time.
I can see. Ooh, oh my gosh!
On a casual fly. Some dinosaurs.
I'm following whoever is. Oh, I think it's Mike.
You can't be following me. I'm in fourth.
Well, maybe it's Derek.
The gator?
Yeah. I think Kyle's way ahead of everyone.
It's true.
Kyle was like playing this last night. He like get ready.
Whatever. I thought we were walking into Blitz.
Yeah.
I was ready to drop some elbows on the field.
Oh no, I lost my homing missile. Damn it. I had this all planned out to take you down.
Oh,
And then I hit a green balloon.
I'm in fourth now and I'm stuck.
Pew, pew, pew. Alright, so you have a long lineage for the band. So what are some of your favorite shows you've played?
Ooh.
recently, I'd say that we opened for King Buffalo
Yeah.
last year at the Rebel. That was a really fun set.
R.I.P. Oh wait, no, that's
Wait.
Road
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, the King Buffalo show was really cool.
You know, direct support for like Nashville Pussy and Zeke. That was
Oh, that was a yucca, right?
Yeah.
That was fucking killer.
That was like our first big like yucca show. We were really stoked. Remember Ben
I mean, I
was
was
kind of upset that we got that and Swap Meet didn't.
but he played the green
Green room with
Yeah,
him, like
they-
the next night.
Man, Zeke's guitar playing.
That
Holy
was,
fuck.
it was so loud.
That too, but also just the speed that he keeps up. I'm just like, oh my god.
Okay, what are we
this is
doing?
fun.
Planes?
Whatever you want, man.
We can do all planes, let's go planes. We will all now either crash and he's gonna win. And then you just played the first annual Mammoth Fest?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Music
on,
fest.
on Saturday.
Oh my gosh. I meant to turn not do a barrel roll.
That's all Kyle's brainchild.
Really?
That's the thing is they could say these ideas and I'm like, that's gonna be really hard, guys. We're gonna be the Beastie Boys of the Halloween show. Jeez, guys, that's a okay. And then they do it.
And you're like,
Kyle's
oh.
like, I'm gonna do like a 3-day festival. Like that's gonna be a lot of work, Kyle.
And then he does
And
it.
he did it.
And that's why he's doing Sound of Yucca now.
That and the money.
Yeah, maybe for the paycheck too. But
Yeah, it was pretty much Chris from Doom Tomb podcast. He had been talking about wanting to do something like a desert generator show for so long, but the logistics of that are a fucking nightmare. And him and I just kind of met in the middle. It's like, let's just do something within our control with mostly all of our friends. And I think
And I heard it went really well.
I think it went really well enough that we're gonna, cut it down to 2 days. 3 days was a bit much, and we're gonna push for next year. We're already kind of picking out who we'd like to versus who we can afford.
Right. The dynamics of booking a show includes
Mhm.
guarantees of anyone from out of state and whatever the locals were hoping to get money-wise.
Yeah,
Yes, I know all about that.
it was a good time. Who's that didn't finish? Was that Mike?
Me.
Oh.
And then,
That's too
Always
bad.
me.
well,
If it's Mike, I'm gonna rip on him
So this-
relentlessly.
I was gunning for your ass.
so this is more maybe word of mouth conversations, but it almost sounds like it's better to start out small and grow it. Because I think it was Viva Phoenix, someone was explaining to me, kind of started out too big, and then when they had a year where they're like, fuck, where's all the tours that came through at this time of the year, the last 4 years,
Yeah.
they kind of were like, oh, I guess we're gonna just take a year off, and then it became, whatever, 3 years now?
They've been taking a year off for the past 3 years.
Yeah, but then out of it came the Flying Burrito Fest, which has grown every year so far. And and at Yucca, or no, fuck, that's all my brain now. Crescent, outside
Yeah.
Crescent.
And like the big one,
Wait,
like
I kind of want to see what hovercraft does in this stage.
in the lava.
Yes, that's what I'm curious.
And like the big fest in like our circle is obviously Psycho Vegas, but like Electric Funeral Fest in Denver they're taking a year off. And
So I know of Psycho Fest or Psycho, but when I heard it, I originally was like, oh, it's rockabilly, and then I'm like, oh no, it's not just that. Okay.
and they've definitely expanded their tastes for this year. Still up in the air if I'm gonna go.
But coming back to it, Psycho started out in California
yeah,
as
They
something
moved.
about, about your size.
yeah, absolutely. It was like just like a little promotion company with like doing some occasional big-ish shows.
Yeah, I was saying that the Phoenix Southland Bowling also kind of started out big and then contracted a little bit.
And they're back now, right?
To my knowledge, they are back.
I know they took like at least a year off,
Yes.
but they came in pretty hot and heavy when they first came out.
Yes. They had 3 days, I think 4 venues,
Yeah.
and then they consolidated after that. Go, Pedro, go.
Got your ass.
For now.
Man, he fell in the lava and he's okay. Yeah, they kind of contracted. What, 1 year was at Club Red using the tube size, I think. And then they tried to make it where everything was in driving distance, but also found people weren't willing to go between, I think it was Tempe Tavern, Pub Rock, and Yucca, I think was one of the years.
Yeah, we really got lucky having a good relationship with at Yucca, being able to have all 3 days there.
Motherfucker.
Come on, try to pass me.
I'm at least
Good
not.
thought.
I'm at least not last. So far, I'm not last.
Derek, you're
But
doing
clearly,
great. Mike is
hovercraft is not the best for this stage.
Well, we've all learned that you can drive those things on lava,
Yeah, I hope
so
people watching are more interested in what we're saying than how good we are at this game.
Yeah, 'cause you suck, Derek. You suck.
how was the interview? How did we sound? Yeah, that was good. You guys.
Are not good at Diddy Kong Racing.
Do you want to find that for us? If you can, well, I guess that'd be like an internet search, huh?
Yeah.
The courses.
Jesus, Derek, look at that. A whopping 13 times in fourth.
Where is the dragon?
Oh wait, was
course?
that all the stats for all the races? we
Yeah.
did? Who was? I think I'm tied for first. With
Well, at least do another race so you can see. Because otherwise it'll reset if we leave here.
Can't have that. Oh yeah, this is it.
Planes, trains, and automobiles.
Just planes.
We've been fortunate enough to be playing a show like near or on my birthday.
Oh shit.
And those are my favorite shows.
I think that started with Black Pussy like 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, that name.
I was like, wait, so there's Nashville, then there's Black.
Yeah, we played with both the pussies.
There's another one too. Even isn't there?
No.
There's a third one.
What?
Nitro.
Nitro pussy.
I think he's just coming up with words now that he wants to become band names. So.
It's like from Dust Till Dawn.
Well, if we want to be super stereotypical about the genre, we could like bong pussy or
Huh?
We got bong pussy, Nashville pussy,
witch pussy.
purple pussy.
Do you think people would want to be more original with their names?
I think this is gonna have to be my last race.
Why?
I really gotta get home back to the baby.
What time is it? Okay, I was like, great.
Lil Lila?
Which that was the other thing. You guys took a little break while you had your new child.
Yeah.
How's that going? Are you finally getting sleep?
She's actually a really, really good baby. She sleeps through the night really well and is always happy and laughing.
She's saving all the trauma for when she gets older.
Yeah.
Wait,
She's
someone needs to be in white.
8 months now, so.
Oh, I thought that was the last. I thought that was
Not
the
yet,
last lap.
bitch.
Why can't I see anyone? You guys are way ahead of me, apparently. Let's go forward. Wait, is that someone? It is someone. I'm catching up. Haha. There.
Ah!
Did
Making
you get
my-
Mike? Thanks, Joe.
Yeah, I got.
Oh, I missed the rocket.
So, what are some of your favorite local bands to endorse?
Locals.
Like in our genre, or just period?
And in general. Come
Come
on. Ah.
The bands that we play with on a regular.
Like,
The
Yeah, there's this.
Stone
if you want to look.
Witch, Open Weep.
I gotta sneak out. I'm
Well,
sorry.
thank you for swinging by. Are you guys
Absolutely.
still good
Thank
to
you.
play a little longer?
Yeah,
guys, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bye.
oh, I'm getting so exhausted winning so many times.
Well, let's see if we can find that weird forest and unlock it so we can have some courses to play. Well, it's nice to hear music, right?
But like, yeah, the bands that we play with probably the most, are probably some of our favorites, Lucifer and Hoven Weep, and waiting impatiently for a Rotten Youth reunion
Yeah.
that may or may not ever happen.
Where would that forest be? You guys have ideas?
Irake.
Irake is great.
There was that band Contravene. Those kids, they
Oh,
ended
that was
up breaking
a long,
up
That was a
though.
long time. The Prosthetics, Once Upon a Time.
Yeah.
Shit.
Speaking of kids, Grail. They're
That's right, they're what?
Grail's killing it.
Yeah, teenagers?
Yeah, they're all like, I think the drummer is like 17 or something, and the other two are like 15 or 16. Earthwalker, same thing, they're all super young.
Where are you? Third area. It's been a long time since I played this. Oh, that's just gonna take me to the same place now. Very dynamic music.
You're still trying to find the folders.
Yeah, we probably should just. You all have smartphones. We probably should just look it up.
Which one? The forest thing?
Yeah. Was it Black Forest?
Actually, left.
Yeah, that's a good band name right there.
Let's see. This is us just looking at our phones now for the best.
Yep.
This is even better for the podcast where they're just like, why is there silence?
Dead air.
I think I know someone that's paid to prevent dead air on the radio. Even like a couple seconds of it's as bad.
Super Mario. Diddy Kong.
Dragon Forest.
Warhead. That's another good one.
Yeah, they need to get a permanent drummer. No one.
I remember back in the day, we used to play. We played with Vector when they were still
Oh,
in
here we go.
Arizona.
The Dragon fourth world.
It's behind the waterfall left of the whiz pig head.
Let's see if we can
That's what
unlock some courses.
That's what it says.
Also, I want to change.
Are you challenging him?
Yeah. Man, they didn't make them edit him out after they made The Simpsons? So you're saying... Yep.
Maybe it's
There is something
left is left.
to the left of...
Is there a note? There's another one over there.
Wait.
Maybe you need the plane to go through.
There it is.
Oh shit.
Hey!
And we just have enough to go... Alright. We might be able to unlock some courses to race on. Or, yeah. I guess we're gonna put our skills to the test here. We'll alternate. How's that?
Okay.
Okay.
If I don't get first. Because apparently you have to get first or nothing in this game. Or it doesn't count.
It's just like life.
I'll bail you guys all out.
Yay. Oh, what the? Well, it's so nice to see this in the big screen. Man, this looks very reminiscent of Mario Kart, though, huh?
It came out around the same time, right?
Yeah. Well, just like in some of the way these are designed. Going through, I might think of Mario Kart 8. So how deep does your video game roots go? How long?
I was playing pretty heavy up until like 2007
Oh my God,
or 8.
I'm already sucking at this.
It was one of the Halos.
Was that the first
I
console you
think it
bought?
was the third. No, the first console I bought was the Super Nintendo.
So you recognize Diddy Kong from...
Oh yeah, Donkey Kong Country was my shit.
That's the jam.
I'm still good. Still better than my Nintendo.
Oh, that's not the route. That's a shortcut. Fuck. I'm gonna be already handing this off. Also, this has the Mario Kart thing, if I remember, of getting a boost off of that. I think.
Off a drift.
Yeah.
Oh.
All I know is I'm slow.
Take that fucking badger.
I think
Damn,
maybe-
how is he already up there?
The rubber banding in this game was pretty bad.
The,
Also, but this just seems... Where's that shortcut? Is that to the left there?
what about you, Joe? What was your first console?
Oh, it's the NES. I got it for Christmas. With a elaborate ruse my parents pulled off. They actually had someone dress up as Santa, but not only that, they made noise on the roof of my grandparents' house.
Wow. They loved you.
And then the gift that he brought was an NES with Duck Hunt and Track and Field.
Nice. That fucking dog.
I still remember that. I'm like, it was pretty convincing as a kid of my evidence or my proof that Santa exists. But they managed to simulate a sound of something on the roof, and then but he came in through the front door. He didn't come through a chimney.
Ugh. That would have been.
That's where they failed us.
Yeah, but you probably would have been traumatized if you tried to come in through the chimney, got stuck,
Ooh.
and then they bring out
Just
the fire
drop 'em.
department.
Plus, I don't think they really had a chimney. They had like a stove oven.
Yeah, that's even worse.
That's more magical if he comes out of that. He somehow fit through that thin pipe and then appeared.
I remember, might have been on PlayStation or it might have been on 64 when I first played Resident Evil,
Oh man, those.
and dude, those used to scare the shit out of me. Like I couldn't play.
The dogs jumping through the random windows.
Couldn't play it alone.
That and Silent Hill, man.
Yeah, like if like my mom was like doing something in the living room, like I'd pop it on because I felt safe.
Wait, how old were you then?
Young, dude.
Yeah.
An embarrassingly high number.
I don't know.
So he was 22.
Yeah, that was a couple weeks ago, man.
And as soon as they got up, as soon as they left, if somebody did leave, like fucking shut it off and get the hell out of there. So scary.
I like Silent Hill a little more, but I like it because it's a little more psychological. It tries to fuck with you more.
Yeah.
But I remember also what would happen for me was I'd get annoyed by those tank controls and stop playing Resident Evil. I'm like, why do I have to go left and right to turn? Why can't I just be forward and left? You ever play Dead Space?
No.
That is one of my favorites for horror games.
The Last of Us was the last
Oh my god, that game.
game I played, and I love that game.
It's one of the best. It's one of my favorites.
Yeah, and they're
But it's so depressing.
it's really depressing.
Even to the end, I was like, I put it down and I'm like, I love this game, and I don't want to play it for like a month because I feel so sad right now.
Because the end is built on lies.
Yes, that too.
But they're releasing the second one,
I'm excited. I have that. I have the $80 one pre-ordered.
and that's the thing is like
With the
I want to actually probably the last game I played was Fallen Order.
We're struggling here. It's your turn, Mike.
All right. Yeah, so I definitely don't. I have a PS4 at the house, but I don't get as much time as I used to. So just letting
I think
like
that's
game out.
all of our cases as we get older, or as we keep trying to put a bunch of projects on our plate.
Like I was.
I still try to fit it in. I got to know about this stuff, right? I now have a video show that people can call me out on.
Like last year, I got really into the Division.
Yeah.
And I was playing online, and I was super into it. And I got the second one, and I was all into that.
That's what I was gonna ask.
And
the drop off on it.
I dropped off for like 2 months or something, just because I started getting really busy, and I turned the system back on, and there's an update, and then the update comes in, and there's like all this new shit. I don't even know what's going on anymore. And then it happened again and again and again and
That's
again. And I was like, that's really cool.
They're giving you free content.
Right.
But
at the same time, now I feel so far gone. Like there's raids that they do.
They just did the base one for $3 recently to get more people surging back in.
And I just felt so far gone. And then I'm more of like a story guy. Like that's why I like the Fallen Order. I played that. That was really cool.
Jedi Fallen Order.
Yeah.
That one I just got recently, thanks to a tax return. I actually upgraded my Xbox.
oh well, that's the end of Mike.
Man,
I was doing so
we've
good.
not seen this bubble power up until we've started doing the single player.
I've been having a weird urge lately to go buy a Switch. I don't know.
It is probably that and my PS4 are probably my most played. Because I keep going back to Smash Brothers.
Yeah, Zelda. And
Breath of the Wild, I've tried to. Now I forget if I've said this on the show. After I finish that game, I'm like, this is the most amazing Zelda ever, and I'm like, nope, I'm in the moment. I can't rank it properly. So after some time, I'm back to it's number 2 only to Link to the Past.
Okay.
I still think Link to the Past is the best Zelda. Then Breath of the Wild. Then Wind Waker.
See, Wind Waker got
This is
frustrating for
impossible.
me because I had that was a secret one.
Yeah, I think there's something in that town
I
square.
had like memory card glitches on my game.
Oh no.
So like I always got to like a certain point, which
And
was
then
like really
broke.
deep into it, and then it was like we have to recalibrate and lose everything, and then I'm pretty sure I smashed my ending.
I mean,
But who wouldn't though?
oh man. So that controller, the reason it's like that is from mostly sports video games.
You suck, Mike.
Like especially as a teenager, sports video games would piss me the fuck off. Like, especially if I was like, what happened? Where'd that momentum come from?
Oh, it's like
How'd I lose that way? Fuck that. And I just start.
Like Madden, like you're
that is a frustrating.
you're going down the field and you're in the end zone. You're inside the 20, and it's just like, and he picks it off, and then you like nothing is more enraging.
Yeah.
Than the computer picking your pass.
Oh, I can't. You remember, Mike? You remember John Cheney?
Yeah.
Lived with us.
Yeah, I remember you telling me he
I
some
can't.
freak out.
I stopped playing video games with him.
Let's go this way.
In like middle
Oh,
school.
there's nothing over here. Okay.
Because he would get mad. Like I remember I beat him at air hockey a bunch of times, and he like threw the paddle at me.
That's not even a video game.
Just competitive stuff, you know.
Yeah, and that and fighting games. Though I've gotten better a little bit with age, and also hiking, exercise. Found that also will lower my enragement from game frustration.
Mike and I get frustrated when we're playing against each other no matter what. Foosball, Mario Kart.
But
We can do it all pretty loudly, a lot of anger.
Yeah.
I was like, it's the fighting game, so where's this shortcut?
This band is fucking over. I think it was.
Oh, wait, there it is.
Oh.
And I just drove over it.
There's another one too, or maybe that was like the exit.
That's the shortcut to that one.
Yeah.
And then there's one more to the left up here. I'm not winning this. But this was an information-seeking one. There.
There we go.
Which is not really...
Nah, man.
Yeah.
That didn't really do much.
No. I almost got told I was going the wrong way. Oh, way. See, and you guys thought you looked bad on TV.
Oh yeah.
Here I am.
Yeah. I had a foosball table for a little bit. I was.
Wait, you got angry at foosball?
Yeah, man.
Oh, we broke off the little heads
Holy crap.
of the guy. Like, not like us,
There we
but
go.
from the violent playing.
Really?
Just like
Yeah.
how.
Getting the cops calling us for yelling at each other so loudly. But you know, it was like 2 or 3 in the morning
That is some pretty intense foosball.
in an apartment complex.
We'd have tournaments. We were really competitive. We would do
Dominoes?
that. We'd do
Oh no, dice. We
Dice
rolled
for cigarettes.
Oh man.
whole
Second-
packs. Would
I
be
remember I
going.
lost like a couple packs at one
Second
point.
floor or first floor?
I didn't. We were on the first floor of
Oh,
that
okay.
one. Like right up the street from here, actually. The one that's right on the corner of
Yeah.
Elliott, Arizona there.
Yeah.
Desert Jewel.
Man, that's intense that you got cops called from your foosball playing.
Well, maybe not exactly the football play, maybe the screaming at each other,
Yeah.
telling the other one to pick it up very loudly. Pick it up, bitch! Yeah.
When the ball comes flying out.
Oh my god, that did.
Just being general monsters about it all, you know.
So much pride. Just like that's all we were fighting.
Walk around
for.
with your chest puffed out for a good hour on those wins.
That sounds like good camaraderie.
Yeah. Holy shit, Kyle, you're in second.
For now.
Oh, ye of little
This
faith.
striped little fucker keeps taking all the bananas.
Yeah, that's right, you don't even have any bananas. Oh, and then there's that weird turn.
Oh,
And
Hey,
everyone,
hey!
everyone and their mother just hit you.
Banana opportunities.
good thing you have that oil spill.
And now he's got a missile. So if you go straight, you can go through that and fall down into that shortcut too. Let my 8th place not be a sacrifice for nothing.
Dude. There's like no way to catch up.
Yeah, once they're gone, man.
That was kind of the issue with this series in general, was the rubber banding was bad. And then it got worse on the DS version, where, I did almost break my DS because of Diddy Kong, and then I was like, nope, we're getting rid of this game. I still have it on N64 though.
I remember one of the most frustrating games I ever played as a child was Wario's World. Was that what it was called on Game Boy?
Oh, Wario Land.
Wario Land, yeah.
Yeah.
Because it was because there was Super Mario Land, like 1 and 2,
Yep.
and then Wario.
Wario was introduced as the villain of.
And that I remember the Wario one being extremely difficult.
And that was the case for why he's definitely more important than Waluigi, because he's existed for 2 decades. Waluigi was created for sports video games.
Loser.
The Luigi equivalent.
So he's even more lame than Luigi.
But he's got a huge following, as been demonstrated by the call for him in Smash Brothers. People want Waluigi in there. Wario's like the what? Cousin, treasure hunting cousin of Mario?
Is he a cousin?
Or is it? Well, he's not a brother. I don't think he's a
Failed out of plumbing school?
treasure hunter. Why does it? Also, what's really interesting is that where you sit. There we go. Take. Oh,
Ugh.
Apparently, that is harder to do than I thought.
You got some sweet air after that.
That fucking crocodile.
Did we establish where he's from?
Swamp?
There we go.
I don't know.
Oh god.
Oh,
No.
Well, that's the end of that.
Now I'm an 8th again. And then there's this weird turn here. Well, I got bananas. And an oil slick.
And an oil slick.
Which does nothing. That's the other thing. Mario Kart would give you blue shells when you're 7th and 8th.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
This gives you nothing.
Exactly. The way it should be. Fend for yourself.
Alright, come on. This might have helped.
Hey, look
Hey,
at
that kind of did.
And we got rid of the crocodile.
Punk ass.
So we do need to use that shortcut. It's definitely a help. And whoop. Oh my god. I feel like I'm just going left to right too much. So we're 4th,
Yeah,
and I
look how far
missed
ahead
that.
those other assholes are. Meanwhile, crocodiles on your ass.
Again? Also, why is this here? I'm just gonna need to slow down to catch this. Alright, come on. That did nothing. Well, I guess I
You
caught
got
up.
you a little close to the tiger.
There's Crash. Oh, no, that's not Crash. He's orange, but not a bandicoot. Come on, boost.
Oh, shit.
Oh,
Oh, Joe.
damn ledges. Alright, no.
Oh,
No.
Get that. Get him.
Oh.
Oh, you helped him.
Alright, we're getting better, I think.
A little bit.
We have learned the importance of that well.
This is gonna be a waste of a run right here. Alright.
So wait, did we ever find out what Mike's first video game was?
Yeah, Mike never said. Mike.
I think it was. Had to have been Super Nintendo. As far as that first game, I don't even remember, man.
It wasn't even like a pack-in. You didn't get like the Super Mario World bundle.
Yeah, I think it was
Was
Super
it?
Mario World bundle.
Or was it? There was a Donkey Kong Country one, right? They were.
Yeah,
they were
Yeah,
way-
that's the one I got.
They were well supportive of that. They're like, look how pretty our game is.
Yeah,
And boy, those graphics haven't aged that well.
dude, Donkey Kong was like one of my favorite games. So
For a lot of us.
that was something like I didn't bond with my sister at all, but Donkey Kong,
You did.
yeah, we totally bonded. And
Did you play all 3 then?
yeah, we loved them.
I kind of.
I love the music. The music is so good.
Then I should give you a recommendation for your PS4. You want to play Ukulele in the Impossible Lair. It's from the original creators of Donkey Kong Country and Banjo-Kazooie.
Well,
And it's got the composer of music of both games.
Oh really?
So-
Banjo-Kazooie was rad, man.
So you'll hear stuff that's very reminiscent of Donkey Kong Country in some of those courses.
On Spotify, there's like an artist, and he like redid all these video game soundtracks, but he did Donkey Kong. and
Did you ever
it's the shit.
hear of or go to OC Remix? So it's existed since the days of 56K, but people would take music and do remixes. They'd post them up there, always free.
Oh, you fool.
But then,
Doing all your hard work.
also, is anyone noticing that the back of this thing looks like a face?
Yeah, it does.
The background?
No, the back of the cart
Oh, yeah.
looks like a face, like a bug or an
It's
insect.
gonna get its own game.
This game is over. That's the last way out.
This is how we throw my controller.
I'll get one more and then I probably gotta jet here soon.
There, we can call it here
Gotta work.
shortly.
Are you going to the Yucca tonight, Joe?
Yes, I will be there. Liar's Handshake, The Revenge. I heard Necronauts dropped off again after they were
really?
added.
So there's only 3 bands now?
Oh no, 4, because it's Kendrick,
Oh, yeah. Kendrick, Dark Arts.
yeah, Ren's birthday show technically too.
Is it like 4:20? Is that what time it is?
That's what that clock is saying we're close to.
Hey, look at that.
I gotta go after this race.
Fair enough, we'll do. Alright, so first off, we can, well, should we wait out the race and then we can talk? we'll do the wrap up here. What do you guys have? Actually, you can talk. What do you guys have coming up live then for promote?
March 8th, the Yucca Tap Room with Freedom Hawk.
March 15th.
Is it the 15th?
Yes,
I thought it was the 8th.
it's the 15th.
Okay, so the 15th then, with Freedom Hawk. And the Zoa from San Diego. That'll be a good one. Freedom Hawk is pretty badass.
And Graveyard Witch.
Graveyard Witch, I think, is coming out. And then March 28th at Club Red.
Open Weep CD release.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
Openly, why do I know that name? Or have I seen them?
They've played with us quite a few times.
That's probably why.
They're great dudes.
That's it's gonna be a great show and highly anticipated album that got delayed from
Deleted.
from the guitarist ended up trying to like break up two dogs and his hand got mangled
He was
and
at commission for like 8 weeks or something.
Oh no.
But he's doing great. They're doing great. I'm excited.
very cool shit. Practice at the same studio as us, so
Like next door.
we hear them and see them all the time. And then April 17th.
Can't remember that far ahead.
I think it's April 17th. We have a show with some band that's going to be at the Psycho Smokeout.
Yes, we just confirmed that one, so apologies that we don't remember the name. But and then in June we're doing a 3-day run with this band from Germany called Plane Ride. Not in Germany, but
He did the best in his home.
we're playing Yucca, the Rock in Tucson, and then I'm not sure where the venue is in Vegas, but that's in like middle of June, so that'll be pretty fun.
You have anything new music being recorded or anything to
Currently, right now, we are
tentatively probably?
recording with Joe Aslin at Switchblade Sound for our next EP. We've just finished adding another song, which kind of delayed everything, but we're very happy with it and
Definitely for the better.
definitely really happy about it. We're thinking we feel this record's going to be taking it up a notch, and all we got left to do is solos and vocals.
A couple other little production things.
Yeah.
And we're gonna try to get up the coast later this year, maybe early next year when we get it out. Yeah.
It's a fun record for sure, and we're gonna have little things, little nuances that are only on the record, so you won't.
So buy the record.
Yeah, you'll have to buy the record.
Buy the record.
And all right, then where can they find you online if they want to keep up with you?
We're on Facebook, Instagram, Bandcamp, Spotify.
Definitely follow us on Spotify.
We're not on Twitter. As we
Yes,
discussed
yes.
earlier. Tweeter.
It's not a requirement.
No, it's a requirement.
But we're always around, man. You'll catch at least one of us at a show and kind of hanging out.
That oil slick's probably gonna sabotage me.
Only you're gonna sabotage you, Joe.
Yes.
This is your chance.
Right here.
Never
You're
mind.
first though.
Oh,
What the hell?
get that bitch. Get her.
What happened?
I don't know. Someone fell behind. Oh my god. There. Magnetized.
Oh. Who's in first? They're way the hell out there.
Right? Alright.
Up.
Oh, this is where I take that turn too
That's
far.
the end of that.
Come on. No. Fuck.
Get that stupid squirrel.
Kill conquer.
Hey.
Then I'll have a real bad fur day.
Zing.
Right.
Zinger.
Alright, so then for my end, of course, thank you SER for hosting. I'm trying to think, next week we are off. I'm going to SkaterCon. I'm going to go enjoy my Saturday next week. And you should too. It's fucking a blast. Plus the after party's a yucky too. With Glass Heroes are playing that.
Oh yeah, I'm working. I'm doing sound for that.
Apparently they've been around like 2 decades, and I just saw them for the first time at the
Oh, yeah.
Sarah
They
Shelton
moved-
thing.
They moved to LA for a little bit.
Is that what happened? Because I'm like I'm like, I should have seen this band before.
I remember the first time we saw them, and that was like back in the Wendys days that we were talking about. And I was like, those guys are old.
They're really good though. Holy crap. I was impressed, and I'm like, how did I not know of this really good punk band that's been around apparently for 2 decades?
Seriously.
So, and then the week after that should be FOL. Finally got them here, so I'm excited for that. So till then, thank you guys for coming on, and I'll see you guys hopefully in 2 weeks.